Alright, so here we have the Rancilio Ms. Silvia, and this is version 2, and I've had this machine for about, I want to say now, 6+ years. And in the 6+ years that I had this machine, I made thousands of coffees, I made thousands of espressos, and this has been a good machine. Never really had many issues with it. The only issue I had, and this was about a year ago, was I had to replace the vibratory pump. Alright, so the pump went and I had to replace it. And it's not really that hard of a task to do. We just got to buy the right pump, take off these screws here at the top, and replace the pump. It's pretty much straightforward. But the other issue besides the pump that I've had, and I've had this issue early on, like I said, I replaced the pump probably in year 5. But the issue that I had, and I noticed this issue within the first couple of years, 3 years, is the group head here. You'll see that it's exposed because the part that covers the group head, which is this right here, starts to flake. And it starts to flake really early on in the life of the Ms. Silvia. And what it is this chrome is basically tape. I just peeled it off right there. And all that is right there is basically just a tape, like, you know, silver tape that you buy. It's really nothing more than that. And I was really disappointed with that because, you know, everything is made out of metal or stainless steel or brass. And then that part was basically a cheap plastic part, which is what this is. And you have basically tape, chrome tape on it. Once you put the portafilter on there and you move it back and forth, it basically starts to peel off, right? So you got the portafilter, you put it on top here. So this goes here like this on a group head, and the portafilter goes at the bottom. You can see it starts rubbing against the tape there, and the tape starts to peel off. And the part is a plastic part itself. So I was a little disappointed with that. What I end up doing is I called Rancilio, and they had awesome customer support, and I told them of the problem that I was having. And basically what they did is they gave me a new part, okay? And the part number is 38123549. So I'm hoping that this is built a little bit better. It seems like it's still plastic for sure. But if you run into the same problem that I ran into, which was basically the group head cover was flaking off, you can go ahead and call Rancilio, and they will send you a new part. And it is part 38123549. It's just going to screw on here like that, and it covers the group head. To install the group head cover, you can't do it from the bottom. You got to take these screws off. So once you take the top cover off, you go ahead and put your group head cover on there, and you put the screws from the top down. So you'll see once you take that cover off that the screws are there, and you'll go ahead and just screw it on. It will go ahead and take this cover off so you can see what's hiding underneath there. This cover comes out. So this right here is the actual boiler itself. You can see there's only one boiler. And then to get to the pump is actually underneath the boiler. You can see right over there, that's where the screws are gonna go to grab on. And then there's one right there, okay? So with that said, we're gonna go ahead and do that. We're gonna go ahead and put our screws there. So you can see right there, that screw, that's the screw that grabs on to the group head cover. And I gotta tell you, it's kind of hard to do this because you gotta put the group head from underneath and then screw from the top. And the best way to do this is probably gonna be with a magnetic tip screwdriver. But since I don't have one, what I ended up doing was I just taped the screw temporarily. And there it is. I can just pull the tape right out, which is what I'm going to do now. You want to make sure you look at your group head cover. You want to make sure it's firmly in there, and on the sides it's touching the back plate of the machine, which it is. And then the other thing that you want to do is you probably want to go ahead and take your portafilter and make sure it still fits on the group head with the cover. In this case it does. And now it's just a matter of putting that plate back in here, which is the top plate. And there we have it. We have it installed. We have a new group head cover, and the machine looks good. Back to normal. I wish they would have made this piece out of metal as well, but that's not the case. Again, it's plastic. Even the new part is plastic. Hopefully I don't have the same problem as I did with the old part where it starts to peel. We'll see what happens over time, but the machine has been used for over 6 years, and that's things that wear out, I suppose. Although if they had a better part, you probably wouldn't have that problem. But if you do have a problem with the group head cover where it starts to peel off, you can go ahead and call Rancilio, They'll ask you for your machine serial number, and you give that to them, and they'll go ahead and ship your new part, and which is what they did for me. All right, thank you. Hope this video has been informative. If it is, put a thumbs up and subscribe to my videos. On my channel, we talk about everything and anything. So thank you for watching.